Alright, hi, welcome to the Knife Sharpener. So in this game, it's gonna be a rather weird game because to survive in this new city, you basically have to sharpen knives for a whole bunch of bizarre beings, I guess. And so yeah, without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with the Knife Sharpener. That's certainly an angle. Attract customers by playing your flute. What am I, the Pied Piper? Oh, okay. Am I on a bicycle? I am on a bicycle. Okay. My flute has limited abilities, apparently. Oh, there you go. Hey, you there. Do you want customers? Wait, no. Do you want knives? What the balls? Oh. What is that supposed to mean? Okay. Was I supposed to interact with Mr. Weirdo over there, or... No. Oh, well, at least he's here. Okay, do I get to interact with you now? You're... Were you looking for a knife sharpener, sir? The man's slow movements seem to belong to a different timeline. He ignores you completely and responds while gazing at a neutral point. I am the future. You are the past. The man has a strange way of communicating. His voice is piercing and says it in uneven rhythm depending on the words. Sir, would you like me to sharpen your knife? I am the future. The future. Mr. Worldwide. The rain doesn't seem to wet the man's suit as he opens his eyes wide and pulls a large sum of money from his pocket. Sure. Give me the knife, please. Oh, I see. You hand the sharpened knife to the man, who now appears paler than before. He says something is off. He gave you too much money, so you return what's owed. He takes the money with his right hand, pure silver coins, and sends them straight into his mouth. Without hesitation, he swallows the coins and begins making casino sounds. You decide to walk away and regret having returned the money. Okay. I regret interacting with Mr. Worldwide. Casino slot mouth thingy majiggy. Apparently the flute is on the long cooldown. Which makes sense, because I don't want to be hearing the flute 24/7 either. But you know, how am I supposed to get customers? Oh. How am I supposed to get customers if I don't summon people with my flute? Bro, am I in Silent Hill? Why am I in Silent Hill? Why is there so much fog? What are the creatures I don't understand in the fog? Okay. Oh, another one. Now what manner of being would you be? Oh, little head man. Hey there, friend. Look, I don't use knives anymore. I don't live in the last century. Now, what do people use to cut with? I do everything via the leverage, just like 99% of people. And it all comes pre-cut. You don't need a knife at home anymore. That's just how it is. And here's the thing. Let me tell you. I always see you riding by on your bike, make that weird noise, and I think, poor guy, he's losing his market by not modernizing. And since I dedicated myself to helping people grow their businesses, and be successful, I thought I could give you a hand. You could easily scale your business 2 times or even 3 times by making the right moves and following my courses, just like my students are doing. Last month they were dead broke, and now they each own a yacht. Let's see, show me what you do. I brought my grandmother's knife for you to do your job. It's got a good edge, friend. My grandma's gonna be happy I got her knife sharpened. I recommend you do some social media marketing and focus more on engagement. That little flu is all well and good, but you know, these days the real deal is making funny videos to get customers. I'll leave you my card. Call me whenever you want. We'll set up another consultation for a very affordable price. Take care. I think my very funny video will be me murking you. What, the absolute insolence of this man. I wonder if it changes anything, sorry. If we just do turns. I hear a car, but, I don't know why I can't actively play my flute. I mean, to be fair, this guy is riding a bike and playing a flute. His cardio must be insane. I actually haven't done any like bike riding in so long. I think the last time I did it was like during like a kayaking thing. So we kayaked to one end of the river and then we had to bike all the way back. Except the place didn't have enough bikes to kind of offer. Oh. And the bike I got was way too large for me, so I kind of struggled a lot, so yeah. Hi there, lady. I was waiting for you. You gaze at the woman, somewhat puzzled. She appears to be waiting for someone, and there's something about her features that stirs a memory. I'm sorry, do we know each other? I think you have the wrong person. That's the trouble, Cacho. I can never forget you. As for you, the air feels heavy. A chill runs down your spine. The woman winks, making you an accomplice to something only the two of you could know. Carmen? Carmen? I've always said it. You're like a fine wine. Aging has suited you wonderfully, my dear. How long has it been? About 40 years. What the heck? But Carmen, is she dead? I thought... Say no more. I stopped you to sharpen my handbag, Cacho. Don't you dig things up from the past. Could you do me a favor? A macabre... I don't know how to say this. A macabre smile hides desires. Carmen bites her lower lip, waiting for you to play along. Handbags aren't for shopping. Carmen, you died. Oh dear, always so naive. This handbag has killed more men than any ordinary knife ever could, and now it needs a bit of an edge. Besides, you're in my debt. Do me a favor. Okay. You sharpen Carmen's handbag. She seems happy, but even happier to have seen you, though she tries to hide it. Thanks, darling. You know I'll be waiting for you with a quinoa pot. You know what? Sure, I'll take the quinoa pot. You know what? Maybe I am in Silent Hill. Maybe I really am in Silent Hill now that there's the revelation that Carmen's dead. But also, I mean, what gave that away? The weird creatures? Mr. Worldwide, Casino Mouth, Mr. Grifter. And why the flute? That's the sound like a car door opening and stuff like that. Not a car door opening, but God, that's what part of that of the car was it? Like you left the door open while the car's parking brake is off. I don't remember. That sound is so familiar. Fish head. Okay. Hey man, can you sharpen my little knife? I use it for sushi. Nah, just kidding. Imagine this fish eating cheddar. That'd be pretty cannibalistic, right? Fish do that. Ever since I moved to the city, I've been so happy. The river has its perks, but there's no cultural scene like here. Alright man, come on. I'm getting soaked out here. The thing I miss most about the river is that it never rained. There we go. Thanks man, it's razor sharp. You're the best knife sharpener in this city. Actually, I think you're the last one in the whole world. My wife wants to buy one of those laser knives. No way, give me the old school ones any day. The old stuff just works, Juan. I'm just talking nonsense now. I agree, the old stuff just works. Laser knife. To be fair, if you were doing things that required like a very, very precise, thin cut, I wouldn't be surprised if lasers could offer that. Right? As long as it's in a straight line. Right? Because you can't necessarily curve lasers. You can like reflect them, make them diagonal, but like, I don't know if you can like curve lasers. Because it's light. Right? It doesn't travel in curvatures, as far as I know. But I'm not a physicist. I wouldn't know that. So if you're doing like thin, precise cuts, like you were using like a mandolin or something, I imagine that you could do that with lasers. But like if you're doing like intricate carving work, like you were carving up a mushroom or something like that, or a potato, making specific shapes like a flower pattern, I imagine that maybe lasers aren't the best idea. Maybe knives would be better, but horse. Thank you. That's definitely what I needed. Excuse me? I'm saying that I'm a horse. Okay. The horse seems amazed that you weren't amazed to see a horse. You must see a lot of horses. Kinda. I mean, have you seen Uma Musume? So many horses. One in the city and like me, I don't think so. You might have seen some horse in the countryside, but not a city horse like me. I do whatever I want. I'm free. I race the buses and I win. Anyway, I gotta get going. I'm working. Hold on a second. You're the knife sharpener guy. Sharpen the hoof for me. Don't be a jerk. Come on, sharpen the hoof for me. Sure. It's just his foot. It's just his foot. But like horseshoes are like tacked on by humans, no? You're a legend. Thanks. That hoof is sharp as a tack now. Looks beautiful. I can't pay you though. I don't use money. I'm a horse. Why would I want money? You're right. Why would the humble horse need money? My mistake there, horse. I assumed that you had money. That's fine. You know, if the horse outruns buses, that means the horse can run around and spread the word about the knife sharpener, you know? What if I go in one of these alleys? Hell yeah, okay. Oh. I can. It's just not an optimal route. It's very liminal spacey if I just do this, which is kinda cool. Yeah, I keep hearing like car sounds everywhere. But I don't know what the implication of it are. The implication is, rather. I'm so good at English. But like, the only sort of lore bit that we got was just Carmen and she's dead. It happened to be a Carmen too now, will ya? Hey, what's up? You're the knife sharpener, right? I love knives. It must be so cool to work sharpening them all day long. Maybe one day I'll become a knife sharpener too. I'm never sharp enough to cut through meat and bone. Hee hee. That didn't take much convincing. I love it. It's so sharp. You're a genius. I'm gonna bring more knives from my collection so you can sharpen them all. Don't tell my mom I have a knife collection. Hee hee. I don't remember what the precise angle for a sharpened knife is, but I think generally it's like, what, 15 degrees off of the block? But yeah. I'm trying to remember. I honestly, like, I'm not exactly too into sharpening my knives, which I should, because a blunt knife, what the hell? A blunt knife will cause more damage than a sharp knife. Because if it's not sharp, it won't cut through things, and it'll tend to roll off of surfaces, and usually your hand is in the way, which means your hand will get stuff there. Halt. Hey. Oh my god, help. Why is your bike so ass? Brother. That's me? Something as sell as you. The man standing before you could be your identical twin, but you don't have one. It seems like we know each other. It seems. The day had to come to sharpen your own knife. Now have. The man lets out a dry laugh. So there'll be no bread tomorrow? What it would give for a good coffee. Perhaps, who can know? Come on, Cacho, let's sharpen that knife. You avert your gaze from yourself, with some shame but also pride. Goodbye, Cacho. I can still play the flute. In loving memory of David Lynch and Cacho. Wait, is that? Is that? Oh, I can move. Ish. What the heck? Oh, okay, yeah, there we go, now I can move. Oh my, I'm still riding the bike, that's why. That's so bizarre. What a weird game, what a bizarre game. Because I think it's I think there's a lot of interpretations that are possible for this game. But with the final obviously with the final scene, right? Where it's like, now it's time for you to sharpen your own knife. That I think, to me, that sounds a lot like taking your own life. Right? You're sharpening your own knife so that you can just move on. But again, I don't know what the intent is. I don't know anything. Don't ask me. My media literacy is really dumb. And of course, we already have hints that our character was already dead because he encounters Carmen. Carmen, who was like, oh, you know, he's dead. She's dead, rather. And that was like 40 years ago or whatever, right? She makes reference to 40 years ago and whatnot. But it also says in loving memory of David Lynch, which is interesting because he didn't die from like a suicide or anything like that. To my knowledge, he died from a chronic lung thingy disease. I'm so good at talking. Which was actually just caused by smoking. So I don't know. But of course, the entire premise and the entire structure could also be inspired by a Lynch film. Yeah, I mean, overall it's just a very, very bizarre game. It's meant to be surrealistic, but inherently the final moments of the game are meant to be a lot heavier. Right, where it's like, you sort of see yourself with the reveal at the end that you're also dead, the music as well. Yeah. So if you guys want to experience the Knife Sharpener for yourself, make sure to download the game on itch.io. If you guys just, I don't know, if you guys have your own interpretations, feel free to comment them down below. And of course, yeah, if you guys want to support the devs and all of that stuff, do make sure to check them out on itch.io, like I said. Yeah, kind of too dumb for this, actually. But yeah. What a bizarre and short game. There's nothing wrong with a bizarre and short game, though. It's so weird that this just goes on forever. They're stuck in the void forever, and that's it. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I think that about wraps up for us today. I mean, there were no bugs, simple game, simple gameplay. I mean, not really much of a soundtrack except the end, which complements the heavy moment and all of that stuff. And so, yeah. But alright, yeah. Hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you guys are. Yeah, this was a game by Puko, as they say on the top and all of that stuff. Very surreal, very bizarre, and ended on with a pretty heavy tone at the end. Alright, take care. Bye bye. See you. Bye.